Check out the drip, ayy. Check out the drip, ayy. Check out the drip, out the drip, out the drip, ayy. Check out the drip.
So what's the old saying that it don't mean a thing if you don't win the ring? Ring culture is so crucial in sports, and championship rings, well, they're iconic. Every year, they get bigger, they get better. And so we had to come to the source. Jason Arasheben, you might know him better as Jason of Beverly Hills. He's done more than a dozen championship rings across all major sports: NBA, WNBA, MLB, NHL, and of course, he's done a few Super Bowl rings. They're right here in his showroom, right here in Beverly Hills. Let's go check him out. Jason, what's going on, man?
How are you?
Great to see you.
Welcome.
This is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've never been surrounded by so many jewels.
There's a lot of jewels in here.
How many millions?
I mean, we've got, in this office alone, we've got over $30 million worth of product.
All right, let's dig in, because we got to start talking about some rings here.
Let's do it.
All right.
You ain't never been real, yeah, your whole squad, they belong you, yeah.
We have a 2010 Lakers ring, and then we have a 2020 Lakers ring, right? Yeah. But it's so interesting seeing them side by side and seeing over the course of a decade how much larger these rings got.
When I did the 2009 ring, my main objective was that I needed it to be the biggest, flashiest championship ring in championship ring history across all four major sports.
That ring right there.
And that ring was it. And it's what really launched the championship ring sector of our business. With the Laker ring in 2010, we were like, we need more than just a flashy ring. I called Jeannie Buss, I said, Jeannie, I need to get my hands on the Game 7 ball. It was Lakers versus Celtics, won 7 games that series. And what we did on the inside of every ring is we put a piece of the Game 7 ball that was used during those NBA finals. That's where it kind of started, with that one little feature.
So I say not for real, so I say not for real. Not for real, yeah.
The Warriors. What's a cool element? Like, what did you do here?
2015, when we were dealing with the Warriors, we had finished the ring. And one of the star players, I run into him and he says, whatever you do, don't put that blue sapphires on the face of it. I hate that. And I was like, oh my God, what are you talking about? Literally every single one of them has blue. What we wanted to do is we wanted to give that particular player and every other player the option to change it to white. This was the first time we did the removable top, opens up in the back, you can flip it to the white side and click this back in, and now you can wear the ring with a white gold top.
That night we made a move, I feel like Benny Boom. I got like 50 on me.
This kind of like opened up my mind, and I was like, wait a minute, every ring we do should have a unique feature. Every ring we do should be able to be worn multiple ways.
The bigger one, the fourth one here.
Yes.
What is a cool element of that one?
Let me show you. So this one here is the 2022 Warriors ring.
Yep.
For the first time in championship ring history, we have a ring that is predominantly yellow diamonds. And that was very important to them, is like the golden era. They wanted to have that Warrior yellow, and they wanted it to encompass the majority of the ring.
Sure.
We couldn't decide on the side of the ring. Do we want to put one trophy to signify the 2022 championship, or do we want to put 4 trophies to signify the dynasty?
Sure.
Well, there's some players on that particular team that didn't win 4 trophies. This is their first trophy.
Right.
This one actually has a compartment that opens up, and for example, with Steph or Draymond or Clay, they would have 4 trophies on the inside. But if it was another player like Jonathan Kuminga, that was his first championship, his ring would have a single trophy on there.
Wow.
If he wins another one, I'll go back and take this one and add an extra trophy maybe.
The one thing we haven't talked about, but we've been holding all these rings. How much does one of these things cost?
I mean, some of these rings, you're talking about $100,000 per ring.
Easily.
Easily.
How'd you get started in this?
Because I was so involved in nightlife and going out every single night and meeting people, I started becoming friends with NBA players. So I would party alongside them. And I noticed that all these NBA players were wearing at the time these huge diamond pendants. And I was like, I can draw and design these diamond pendants. So I kept asking players and asking players and asking players, let me design something for you, design something for you. They all said no. Finally, there was one player, the late Anthony Mason. He said, you know what? You've asked me 4 times. I've said no 4 times, but I appreciate your persistence. Come to my hotel tomorrow before shoot around and bring me all your jewelry. I went back home to my apartment. I cut out magazine. I made a makeshift 6th grade level catalog. Showed up at his hotel room the very next day. He said, "Where's your jewelry?" I said, "Oh no, everything I do is bespoke." And he looked at the pictures. He was a little disappointed I didn't bring anything. He said, "Well, how much is this bracelet?" I said, $40,000. I just guessed. He says, "Fine, I'll take it." I said, "Sounds good. Write me a $20,000 check, deposit, I'll make it, and I'll deliver it to you in 2 or 3 weeks." So he said yes, I delivered it, he loved it. I started meeting teammates. I started meeting the Clippers. The Lakers started buying from me. The NFL team started buying from me. And I started building my business from that point. 2009, the Lakers win the championship. And I said, what better thing to do than to be able to design a championship ring for my favorite team growing up. And they gave me a shot and I came through. And that's how I started my business.
I need you to take us into the pitch.
What's important to one ownership group might not be important to another. From one team to the next, the pitch is different. So when I'm going into the pitch, I try to understand like what is important. Is it their players that they want to do this ring program to satisfy the players and the players alone? Is it something that you want to be able to celebrate the fans? You want to celebrate the city? Sometimes we'll have a pitch like we did with the Boston Celtics that was very informal, sitting in a hotel room, showing a few past rings and telling them what we can and cannot do. And then some pitches are in, like we did with the Texas Rangers, where we walked in and we were in a massive boardroom with like everything from the owner down to the bottom of the executive team that want to be part of the process. So it varies from team to team on how they want to do it. You know, every team is different.
The Milwaukee Bucks, you were the first to turn a championship ring into a pendant?
Yes, so a lot of the players, I would never see them wear their ring. The rings are not the most practical piece of jewelry, and I really wanted these players to be able to enjoy the jewelry as, you know, not only just to put it in their safe or put it on a mantle and look at it, but also be able to wear it. So on this particular one here, has a push button system on both sides, and then it has a bail that flips up and you can run your chain through there and wear this as a pendant.
Anytime you want,
Anytime
and there's
you
your
want.
ring.
And there's your ring. And then when you're done with it, you just go home and pop it, clicks right back on.
The Nuggets ring.
Nuggets ring. This is the first time we had multiple functioning innovation inside the ring. So if you look at this one, there is a lever at the top that you could switch from blue to white. So that's not the only function of this ring. They were big on their banner, and they wanted the banner featured, but we couldn't find any real estate on the ring to actually feature. I said, leave it up to me, I'll figure something out. They thought I was gonna engrave it on the inside, but instead this ring has a slidable compartment that features the actual championship banner.
So a ring inside a ring that has the banner in it.
Exactly.
We got to talk Celtics. Take me through the Boston Celtics, 18-time world champions, but finally breaking through with this group.
So this ring, you know, we wanted to highlight the clover in the center of the ring with 3 large heart-shaped diamonds. And this one has a removable top. And on the removable top, you have the banner on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
You have the signature parquet floor in the background. You have the number of every player on the team. And over here, which I thought was really unique, is I had them go cut out a piece of the parquet floor that the NBA Finals were played on. And we implanted it into the ring, and then we printed the date of the actual final game.
Moving fast, put you in the past, I'm in the future. #1, you last. All I know is fast. I just hit the gas, ain't it damn.
The WNBA ring.
Yes.
Tell me about these, and let's check them out.
Yeah, so we have the Aces ring over here. This one was the largest ring in WNBA history. It broke records when it came out, and this one does not have a special feature because Mr. Davis was looking for something simple and clean and
Traditional, if you
wanted
will.
to have a traditional, which is different from when you go to the Liberty ring. When the Liberty won last year, they wanted to do something truly authentically Brooklyn. So we actually met with the sisters, Dynasty and Sol Ogun, who have a jewelry line. They're natives of Brooklyn. They understand the culture. They understand the spirit. And this particular ring has their logo dead in center.
Yep.
Made with Pariba, which is actually more expensive than diamonds, these light blue stones. But what makes this ring unique, we have removable earrings. It gives the player the opportunity to wear their ring in a more practical way.
Just hit the gas.
I want to show you the old Super Bowl rings because there have been 59 rings. You have done 3 of them, but of course 3 in a very short amount of time. So the Packers ring, the very simple one.
Super Bowl one.
Super Bowl one.
Yeah.
How many grams do you think that ring weighs?
Probably 50, 60 grams.
40. Your Eagles ring is how many grams?
About 140 grams, 150 grams.
Your Eagles ring is more than 100 grams larger than Super Bowl
It's
one's
like
ring.
3 of these rings. No, 4 of these rings.
Are things ever going to go back to where they once were? Are we going to see smaller rings? What is the next evolution?
They're huge. They're not going to get any bigger than what they are, right? So you're going to reach a point where I think teams are going to want to have smaller, more stylistic rings that maybe aren't as big. But the problem with that is the larger the size of the ring, it allows for greater storytelling. And I think the importance of the storytelling supersedes everything else, which is really how, the evolution of the ring top coming off really came about, because we needed more space. They were like, we want to include this statistic. We want to include this story. Well, there's no more room on the ring, so we had to create more room.
Money, money, money all the time, what I'm thinking about.
So you got your first Super Bowl ring, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yes.
Take me through that process of finally breaking through in the NFL.
So the NFL, the Super Bowl ring, is the pinnacle of championship rings. On this particular ring, I went and did my pitch, like I do on every single year, but I had the help of one key person, Tom Brady. He saw our Laker ring, and I believe he saw with LeBron James, our Laker ring.
Okay.
And Tom obviously had won previous championship rings with the New England Patriots, and I think he wanted to do something that, was a little bit different.
Oh, interesting.
And this is like a new beginning.
Yeah, the 6 that he had done with the Patriots that maybe he had some say in, this is different. Question for you. We got 2 Lombardis here.
We got 2 Lombardis.
What was the decision to put the 2 on this one, even though this one was very much a standalone kind of Lombardi?
Well, I mean, every team has a different ideology as to design, right? And this team really wanted to celebrate the history of the organization. They wanted to recognize the champions of old in this ring as well. So, they elected to go with 2 trophies instead of 1. And, every team is different. And listen, if they win 10 Super Bowls, they're probably not going to put 10 trophies on the face of the ring. They'll probably revert back to 1.
Yeah, right.
But when it's 2, you could throw 2 on there.
LA.
Yes.
I heard that Odell Beckham Jr. basically designed this ring.
So yes, that is actually true. He was a big part of the design, and he's a client of mine. And when they won, I said, Odell, I would love to get a chance to do the championship rings. And he said to me, well, can I design it? So I flew out to Arizona, where he resides in the off season. I sat with him at his house, and we literally sat for 3 days straight, pen and pad, computer in hand. What was so important to him is he said, I need it to be a shape that is unlike any other championship ring. So if you look at this ring, it's not the traditional seat cushion shape, right?
Yeah.
This one has different elevation. If you look at it from the side, it mimics the slope at SoFi Stadium.
That's SoFi Stadium right there.
SoFi Stadium. You can see all the way through to the ring. And if you look really closely, you'll see the Jumbotron scoreboard that's in the ring right now. And he wanted it to be flashy, he wanted it to be iconic LA. And so we were trying to figure out what is it that's iconic LA? We had ideas of stars from the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We elected to do palm trees.
Sure.
We also on this one have the removable top.
Of course.
We have the stadium here.
Because they won it at home.
And they won it at home, just like
the Tampa Bay.
Yeah. They won it at home, and the actual green on the field, is made of remnants of the actual AstroTurf the Super Bowl was played on. We took the AstroTurf, we grinded it down to a powder form, we created a paint and painted on here. We wanted we wanted to be more than just a ring. We wanted to tell a piece of history, but it has to feel like a piece of history.
Yeah.
And on the other side, we did similar to what we did with Lakers, we cut out the cowhide of the actual ball that was used in the Super Bowl and implanted on the inside of the ring.
We got to talk Eagles here.
Let's do it. Easily one of my favorite rings because it incorporates a feature that's unique only to the Eagles.
Yeah.
Like no one else can do this. And so our idea was a push button that clicks out the 2 wings, and it has their team mantra, you can't be great without the greatness of others.
Sure.
It's really small, you have to use a magnifying
That's okay, it's
loop
on
to
there.
see it, but it's on there, trust me, it's on there. And so like,
I feel like there's some trade secrets involved
oh,
in
there's
that.
100% trade secrets
Right.
in here. So you have to get a ring, you have to win a Super Bowl, get a ring, open it up, and you can figure it out.
I have to try to push the button. Can I do that?
Of course, now you gotta push it all the way down.
All the way down.
So you might need to use your like fingernail, because it is a small button.
Okay. And fingernail and, oh yeah. Oh, I see what you're talking about. I see it in there.
Oh, you see a little engineering in there?
Oh yeah. I can go back home and do this, I think. No, that's amazing. How many times can you press this button? Do you tell them like, hey, you know, chill out so that this lasts for 50 years?
We make sure it can go through 500 without any problem.
Okay.
Now, can the ring go through 3,000? Yes, probably. But like before the ring leaves our factory, we have someone doing it 500 times to make sure we're not having any issues.
Really? Okay.
Because you don't want any of the wear and tear on the gold to just like start weakening the spring, and we want to make sure that it's perfect.
What do you think when you hear the word ostentatious?
I celebrate it.
Yeah?
These rings are not made to be demure and conservative in looks. These rings are meant to celebrate, and you can't accomplish that with a simple ring with no flash. So for me, ostentatious, I embrace it. It's okay. That's what I want it to be. I want it to be over the top, because that's what we're doing. We're celebrating a moment in time, celebrating a time that might never happen again. These moments are the pinnacles of these athletes' lives. Why not celebrate it in an ostentatious way?
Yeah. Jason, thank you very much for the time.
My
brother.
pleasure. Thank you for coming through.
Yeah, this has been awesome. Thank you for the time. All the best on all the other championships.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Take care. Bye-bye.